aku akan membuat sesuatu yang kita, what's it called? Ultrasonic security system. It consists of these little guys. Ultrasonic sound sensors, and basically it'll detect it'll generate sound waves, and when it detects obstruction, the sound wave is going to reflect off of the obstruction and then go back to the other speaker. This is the sensor of it, which will detect the sound wave basically coming back, and then it'll turn on an LED future. Once there's an LED, it'll be LED. Hi. Oh yeah. Here. There. Tidur kabel dong. Tiga. Terus apa?
Sir.
LED-nya. Mana ini? Halo. Perlu buzzernya nggak sih, Miss? Oh. Negatifnya di sini yang lebih pendek, aku diajarin itu negatif. Positifnya ke pin apa ya? Pin 8 aja deh.
Oke, sudah?
Belum.
Oh, belum.
Masih lagi, Miss. Magnet ya, Miss? Itu. Positifnya ke pin 9, negatifnya ke negatif. Ada. Nah sekarang tinggal ini di-connect. Terus yang positifnya, karena tadi ada sesuatu di sini, positifnya ke this line di breadboard, the red one. Tada, udah selesai.
Okay, let me check. Let us see. Okay, can you explain it?
Okay, so the first thing is this one, the ultrasonic sensor. I already explained how it works. We have a which is the power. So it's the fire. We connect it to the red line here. It doesn't really matter. You can switch it, but I just like to follow the guidance here already. It connects to this line on the breadboard, and this line is This whole line is connected to each other. So this is connected to, where is it? There you are. Here, which is also connected to this thing. So it gives it power. There's a negative on the very left side, goes to the negative obviously, which is connected to here to the Arduino. Now here is a trig. Trig stands for trigger. It basically turns on the sensor, so it'll make it. No, not detect. It'll make the sound wave. It will produce a sound wave when it reflects off something. The echo pin, it'll detect the echo when it reflects off of the object, come back and it'll sense it through here. Either way, I forgot which one. Tapi the echo will detect it and the trigger will trigger the thing. The LED. Here I have the LED. As you can see, it has two pins, the smaller one and the bigger one, longer I guess. The smaller one is usually the negative and this longer one is the positive. So I connected it like this. Supaya the negative will be connected to this wire. This wire is connected to this line, which is the negative line, which is also connected to here. This is the end where I connected it to the Arduino so that it'll get power from the Arduino. Not directly from the Arduino, but the Arduino can transfer the power basically. The positive one is I connected it to the 8. Pin 8. Digital pin 8, yeah. It kind of acts like as a power pin, as the power, but it also helps me code the LED so it knows when to turn on, when to turn off. The same as with the buzzer. Negative here, positive goes to Arduino. Okay, this is the code. It's empty right now, but don't worry. It'll make sense as we go along. So first we're gonna define the pins. I don't usually use hashtag define like this. I don't do like that. I don't usually do like that, but I instead make it a constant integer. First we're gonna name the ultrasonic sensor, so we're gonna name it. But the ultrasonic sensor has two pins, right? The trigger pin and the echo pin. That's the one that we need to code. So we're gonna name this one trig. Short for the trig pin. Where did I put it? 2. Okay, so it's 2. And then this one's gonna be echo, short for the echo pin. And I connected the echo pin to digital pin 3, right? So I'm gonna name it 3. I'm gonna put it 3 here. Then we have the LED. I put the LED on pin 8. So that's the number 8. Same for the buzzer. It was connected to pin 9. So 9. Is that all? I'm pretty sure that's all. Okay. Now we're gonna come to use a pin mode. The setup. So first I'm gonna do pin. Did I already put pin mode? Okay, there it is, pin mode. Okay. Pin mode is basically for me to define which of the components that I use are gonna be the inputs and the outputs. So trig is an output because it outputs something, right? The signal, the sound wave. So we're gonna label it as output. So they know it's an output. And then pin mode. Pin mode. The echo pin is an input because it detects the sound wave bouncing back and then it takes it in, so it's input. Why do I have this thing? Alright, pin mode. Then our third component second component technically is an LED. The LED is an output because it outputs light, so okay. Now is the actual code that's gonna move multiple times. What do I start with? Yeah, right, okay. Long ways, right? No. Long duration. Float distance. Those two codes is just to define later on is to define the distance of the object, that how far it is away from the sensor. So distance obviously, and then the duration is because the sensor doesn't actually detect the distance of the object. It detects how long it takes from the sound wave to bounce back and come back to here. So how long it stays in that sensor. So that's why we call it duration. Don't worry, we can transfer it to time by just doing some sort of formula. Now we're gonna start the, what do you call it? The distance and the duration, we already wrote it here, right? So now we're gonna put it to use. We're gonna write like this. First, we're gonna make sure duration. We're gonna define duration again. This is just to let the code know that duration exists, and then this is what duration means. Duration is the pulse. I have no idea what pulse means. Echo pin. Echo. What do you call it? Echo high. Yeah. It basically detects how long. I think it detects how long the information is being taken in to the sensor, and how long the echo pin stays high after detecting it, and then it's gonna turn off again. Until it detects something else again, it's gonna detect it high and it's gonna contain that information. And then we have distance. Digital write the LED as high because it detected it, and also the buzzer because we have a buzzer. Mama, if you're watching this, you're not gonna understand anything. Okay. Else is basically just if anything else other than the if statement, please. Else, turn off the LEDs. Low. As well as the buzzer. Low. Gimana sih? I'm pretty sure we're done. Pretty sure. Let me just check the code first. Yes, you okay. Oh, right. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay. So the code is been. Huh? Oh, right. It works now, basically, after a lot of debugging. Ta-da! If it detects the object here, as you can see, it turns on the buzzer and it lights up the light, obviously. If I put my hand a little bit farther, still detects. Okay, I made the range that far, I guess. Nah, baru nggak detect. Berarti ini sekitaran 30 cm atau hampir 30 cm. Ini lebih dari 30 cm karena the range from here to there is 30 cm. See? From here to there, this thing still detects from here to the wall over there. But since my range was 0 to 30, it doesn't detect it. But it'll still detect. See? On the serial monitor. It's still detecting something. 68, 69 centimeters away from it. But okay, now I think it got to be dikit. Nah, it's still detecting something there, but since the range is lower than that number, it's not gonna turn on the LED or the buzzer. Ta-da! Okay, and that's basically all for the presentation from me. Hopefully you understood everything I said, Mama. Gak perlu ngerti, tapi ya coba aja ngerti ya, for my sake. Okay. Yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching.